Forecast moving to the right. And it's Baconator here with Krazy Cat Airsoft, and here we're bringing some footage from Northern Front American Milsim event.
They're all behind church.
This is the first game of the day, our first evolution. So regularly they kind of run pretty non-stop evolutions during the daytime, but because of the heat we did have a break.
Are we just swinging white? Are we just swinging white?
And I'm just gonna, as you know, we watch this footage here, I'm going to just kind of fill in a little bit. You know, there's not really anything I'm gonna I really feel like I point out. You know, Milsims, you know, the action's kind of more in the movement and less in the firefights. But I just kind of want to share some of my thoughts on, you know, American Milsim and kind of, you know, how this particular event turned out. So kind of first off, I think American Milsim has, you know, they have a great rule set. I think it gives a lot of flexibility. And the rule sets that, you know, you can really run whatever gun that you want. I think they have a great background kind of story, you know, between COS versus the UFS, which I'm playing here with the UFS.
Coming behind police station.
So I think they have a great job with that. Now, I did go to this event not with a team. So it's just me. I got assigned to a team.
Well, we're here.
And it was pretty much other people who came to this event not with a team. So it's really kind of a hodgepodge of players. Now, within, I would say,
Bravo 3, sound off!
As soon as we hit the town here, we had lost our squad leader. And our medic, actually pretty much for the day, served as the squad leader, which actually kind of put us at a disadvantage with the rule set on first day, because what it turned out to be is that we had only one medic on our squad. Now, I wouldn't say that really drastically hurt us. I think probably the biggest challenge I had during this event was just trying to keep together. It's a lot more challenging trying to keep a squad together when you don't actually know that many people on the squad. And I pretty much was able to kind of identify people, more of their guns, especially if they had a more unique gun. Like these two individuals in front of me.
I'm trying to understand what you just said.
The one to the left, he had an Evo, so he kind of stood out. And the one on the right, he kind of had a nice minimalist kit, and then our RPK guy there. Those were the ones that I could easily identify really quickly on the field. Our medic also, with his hat and just his loadout, for some reason, you know, I was able to quickly identify who he was on the field. But other than that, we kind of struggled sometimes, and radio comms were just a little kind of on the spook this day. So we kind of struggled trying to get a hold of everybody. But so we'll sometimes get separated, and then, you know, then we're battling, or not really battling, but then, you know, our dilemma for a lot of it was just trying to keep together. Now, this is going to be the inherent problem when you're coming to the event, not with a team and not with people you know. So this isn't anything on Milsim, American Milsim's, you know, part or anything like that. It's not like something they could really, you know, say, you know, this is their problem because they didn't organize it. That's not the case. This is just the inherent problem and dilemmas that you're going to have to face when you go to these events as more of a pickup player.
One of our guys.
And then you get thrown essentially together with a random team that you've never worked for before. Now, the only thing I think that I would do, and this is me personally, what I would do if I go to another American Milsim event, I'll probably, you know, I met some teams and stuff there, so there might be a chance I may play with them next event. But there's also a chance I'll just get put on our pickup team. So what I would do is I would create some sort of kind of cheap, you know, maybe I'll paper and laminate it, kind of, and put some Velcro on it, some sort of patch that we could all kind of wear, maybe on our back of our backpack, or some sort of identifier, so we can help kind of find out where each other's teammates are and stuff like that. So if I'm looking for someone else in my squad, I could easily find them.
All right.
Now the field here at Black
Yeah,
Ops is just a
are.
phenomenal field, considering that it's built as a field like this. So it is not it's not like a repurposed field. Now, honestly, I think things where you repurpose, abandoned, factories and stuff like that, that's always going to be the coolest venue. But this venue is just awesome. That it's just been built up, as an airsoft field, and it's just a great place. I'm definitely going to be, even though I live 4 or 5 hours away, I'd definitely be wanting to go back to this place to play because the field is just so great. Now, we were battling a lot of heat this day, which was really an issue. It was really an issue. A lot of people got heat injuries. I heard one person went into cardiac arrest.
Intel things
it was a hot day.
With the QR
so you
codes.
really had to
Supposed to
keep
keep a
on top
lookout
of
for QR codes
hydration
that's
and
been
also
placed in
make
building
sure
for
that you're
Intel.
eating something, electrolytes.
Yeah. It'll be
Not
like stapled
working,
there. All you do
not
is take a
working
picture
yourself
of it.
too hard because this is
Or
a
scan
Milsim
it.
event is an endurance run. It's not a sprint.
Yeah, that's
Competitions and
someone
stuff are
searches
definitely
you,
a sprint. You can give it
So-
full out. You're trying to win, that within that minute. This you're trying to survive for the full day. So it actually got so hot that my combat shirt, my Cry combat shirt got so soaked that it's no way it's going to dry out. So I actually ended up during the evening game, I ended up switching to a t-shirt, and then the next day I wore another t-shirt. It was just that brutally hot, and I was just on top of wearing sunscreen to make sure I didn't get too burnt. But that made a pretty good difference. And this is one of my minor complaints, is that a few of the photographers would get in the way of gameplay, and I kind of feel like
Alright.
that is
So
that could
the
be
building that's
contributed
right
to
behind
either a poor
that white
briefing,
car, that's where the saw's at.
Yes.
All right.
a poor briefing
Alright.
to the
You wanna push-
photographers,
Bravo 3.
a lack of situational awareness. But they did
There's
some
a
great.
Bravo 3.
They
There's
got a
about
lot of
3
really
us
great
over
photos.
At, the orange building here. We're going to try to push up.
So about this point, we are keeping costs pretty at bay.
Yeah.
Up to where they are.
Our
Well,
goal was just to
yeah.
kind of lock them into
Watch
the
me.
kind of the one of the edges, but we were able to really push them a little bit further. So we're just kind of making our way here, making sure we reinforce that area.
Good. Set.
I know I'm talking a lot right now, and a lot of that just has to do is that I'm just watching the footage after a while, and I'm just giving out a lot of information, what I thought. But they did. This was just a great event.
Well,
I couldn't
you
have
just
asked
got a
for
little bit of water underneath
a
to
better
finish your
event.
hydration. You need water right now. Use your hydration.
I left it back to the...
Now, here's kind of one thing. I don't know why my two teammates, they went out
smart.
to the field thinking, so we knew there's, at the checkpoints, there was going to be water and stuff, but these guys, they left their water and food. So basically, one of them was showing signs of heat problems,
Make sure you're
so
not
I
allergic
gave
to
him
coconut.
some of my coconut water, which I like to carry on, really hot days like this to keep hydrated. So unfortunately, they were having to chip away at my personal supplies in order to not succumb to any sort of heat issues. So I did overpack a little bit on those kind of things, and
You should always have some water on you.
right now I'm acting as kind of our improv too with this fire team of our squad. I'm kind of
Well,
their
it doesn't
fire
do you
team
any good
leader,
if you don't have it
and
with
that's
you.
something I kind of felt like I was doing a lot of, is I was taking a lot of secondary leadership roles during this event. So here, what I did is that I was
Alright.
able to
Let's get moving. Let's regroup
run
with them.
out and get some water
All right. Let's go.
for my teammates. And here I am. I'm just kind of a little bit running water to some people just to make sure that everyone is keeping hydrated. So you can see that water bottle in my hand.
Yeah.
So we did
one
find
just
some water
went
at the
down.
CP. I made sure my guys got
Yeah, look down the
rehydrated.
lane right
I'm
here.
carrying that 1 ball of
You'll see
water
a
just to
few.
give to some random person. I think later on they also raided my pack for some food because they didn't bring any
Level
snackies
3,
out to
shut
the field,
off!
which I would highly recommend. I'm personally really favoring Cliff Bars.
All right.
They're nice, calorically dense
doing
food. They're
good?
about 200 calories.
All right.
You definitely want caloric dense
I want
food
you to
in
go
here.
over to
And
that
it's
red
rolled
building
oats,
over
so it's
there.
really nice, slow digesting food.
Red building
So,
there, and
yeah,
then look
definitely.
down the lane, all right?
Always carry water with you, even if it's just one little bottle.
Set, go.
I carry a hydration. I carry a small hydration bladder, but then I also have the HSGI water bottle holder, and I like to carry that so I could carry something with electrolytes or coconut water.
We need a medic
Which
over
is
here, over there.
something I've learned from distance biking and running, is that coconut water is a great thing to make sure you keep hydrated. With all these little buildings, you just always have to kind of assume that they're occupied. So you're always clearing every single one, even though we know that we are very well, our line is definitely well forward of us. You just want to be careful because you never know about that one person who's going to be hiding in that one corner.
RPK.
And now that I'm looking back at this, I can't believe I carried that one water bottle all this way.
Bravo 3.
I think I eventually
Bravo
gave it to
3
the
in the
guys
red
over at
building. Move on
M7.
up.
I ran into those guys.
Hey, who needs the medic? Let me check the building here for you. Who needs a medic?
We're good here.
We're good. We're good.
He's over another building.
He's over. Ahead?
No.
Straight.
Give this to somebody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So something I've learned,
We already had
kind
one
of if you
guy.
give someone water,
Already-
just
already
give them
did.
off and they don't want it, just tell them to give it to
intercepted.
somebody else and that will usually
Yeah.
get the water someplace.
I used to be a search and rescue medic, so I know how to balance.
Oh, yeah, my dad was
And right now we're still looking to relink with the rest of our squad.
He moved out of state, but he's on our team normally.
Yeah.
They need a medic over there.
Straight back?
Straight back. They need guys for front.
Medics need straight back.
Look for the peon.
All right. He's already headed over that way.
Very cool.
They need 4 guys for front. You want to go for the Prego?
Huh? I'm with Bravo 3, so
You just.
yeah, I don't want to screw my team over.
Yeah, then that's fine. It's our deal. Then I'll watch right in front of us.
No, we're trying to push up to the next building.
Come on, come up here.
Yeah, when I saw him just kind of like casually walk there, that told me that
better?
you know this guy.
All right.
I knew he's been getting
got,
water, but he's
snackies,
definitely low
foods.
on his blood sugar. So at this point, they're gonna raid my Cliff Bars.
Here's what you can do. Eat this. And zip up my pouch.
Really, you know, right now my
This pouch
concern,
is
you know,
in the
play the
back.
game, but also make sure that you know these two guys in our little break off fire team
Is it?
are not going to run into any health problems.
Can you put that on my back?
And I also kind of one of my cry pads was trying to get loose.
I'll work a little bit around you.
And hey, look, there's our medic. So we got relinked with our improv
Yeah, I got him here.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he got hungry.
What the fuck?
He got hungry. We had to stop for food.
Oh, you get
Our
gas on
improv
the
squad
way?
leader.
Yeah. 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 We figured we'd pick up. Yeah. Yeah. We figured we'd pick up gas on the Wisconsin side.
Hell yeah, Wisconsin's better, not that fucking.
Yeah, 50% tax.
I drive in Illinois all the time for work, but I live in Wisconsin, and it's like I go to Chicago, it's like fucking 3 something. I'm
Oh,
like, what
man.
the fuck? Like 350. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Best part.
No, because we're not.
Yeah, Wisconsin can balance the budget.
Tags, but it pays off.
For which Bravo? We are not close to the station. We are like down about halfway, 3/4 to the south corner base, if you know where that is. Hell yeah, dude. We're like all Bravo 3s here. Like south of the church, about 2 to 3 rows.
All right, they made a big push, so heavy fire. But you're dead to lightning. Lay down.
So at this point, we kind of got ourselves
I did say
stuck
pull out
into
your
a
dead
little
rig,
room
so
where they were able to
just hold it
kind
up.
of get us.
I want you to come to this corner and cover me.
So
Lay down.
our
Yeah, lay down.
machine gunner here,
And
he
I'll
got
drag
taken
you.
out.
All right, switch spots
So
here.
I'm going to drag him. I still kind of get the feeling that both these guys are pretty
Yeah, just start throwing fire down there.
pretty
and I'll grab
toasted
them, all right?
from the heat. So
Alright.
more of the evil guy, he seemed to be really toasted from the heat. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on him, make sure he's okay.
I don't know. Just shoot down more this way. It's
So this is
definitely
always kind of,
just make sure you don't hit our guys.
I'm being very proactive on treating
I'm
any
gonna drag
heat
you into this
symptoms
next room over
because
here,
if it
alright?
gets too bad, then they can't play. So I'm just kind of making sure as soon as they're showing signs that I'm making sure that they're keeping okay, so that way they can still safely play.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna drag him.
Don't kick. Don't kick.
And there is a rule that they're not supposed to kick and help.
needs a medic.
He accidentally
He
did
needs
that
one.
like once or twice, and I stopped him before he could fully break that rule. So for a lot of part, we were being very dependent on other people's medics to medic our guys. We did get stuck in this building for quite some time from machine gun fire.
Bravo 3. So, all
Alright, move back to my guys.
right, thanks. Is that them?
Yeah, in my HK416, it wasn't as bad as previous time, but it was running some issues with misfeeding again. So I am getting pretty tired of the issues this 416's been giving me. But later in the day, we kind of got the push up here. We kind of took this borderline. This is kind of what's called the mine. It's got very few entrances and exits into it, and but it's a pretty kind of cool thing here.
All right.
And
Make
the
sure we
big thing
don't
is we
push
didn't
them
want to
too
push
far
them
back.
into the woods and start occupying the woods, because we could essentially, we have a good defense here going, and we could just kind of let them wear themselves out.
Where's that fire coming from? Pull back a little bit. Pull back.
Well, not that far back.
I know command wants us to make sure we don't push them too far back in here. So don't get hit, but we'll probably all have to expect to pull out sometime.
Oh, that's
or
such a cool
start
gun.
pulling back, and we'll just do this again and again.
Yeah, so far it's working.
Yeah. It's more fun for us too.
More people to shoot.
Hey, look, it's Airsoft Alfonse. In the wild, too.
Yeah, if the bugs can't get us, they
This is about the only time I saw him during the entire event, was just right here. And the guy in the white shirt, I think I played with him over at the Kankakee factory.
Bravo 3, back to the church area.
So a lot of times, yeah, that was,
Yeah.
you know, it's probably what I'd say
He went to MIA.
an
like,
improv fire team commander
like, the first
during
minute.
definitely the first part of the day, since our leadership just kind of felt
as
like
soon
it
as we entered
completely
the
fell
town, we were
through.
with him, and then he's been MIA ever since.
You know, and that was a high risk when you
So-
are playing these kind of pickup things. Like, I saw our team leader once, and that was during formation, and then after that, I never saw him again. So that's the footage there. You know, I'd say had a lot of great
Here's
fun
scrap.
here, and stay tuned for some more footage from Northern Front during the evening game. Unfortunately, I lost some footage to the lack of sound. Unfortunately, which we were operating a motor, which was just really cool, great prop, but unfortunately, my GoPro decided not to record our little trip through the woods. So unfortunately, I'm not going to post any of that footage. Just because it's there's just no sound to it, and it's quite long, so I don't want to be trying to speaking the whole time or putting music or anything like that. I just want to kind of keep these simple. So I talked a lot this episode. Next one I'm just not going to talk as much. So Big Air 650 signing off.